Hello and welcome to Mighty Obstacle Studios' month in review for February 2025. You wouldn't believe what kind of month this was. It was filled with a lot of things not getting done and a lot of things getting done. I'll go over the details in this video. The first thing I want to talk about is models. As you may know, I'm trying to make Trainyard Tantrum a showcase for a vertical slice of the game. This has led me to make a lot of models for the stage, and experiment with what exactly I want the stage's art style to look like. I really like how the exploding platforms turned out. These things shake the screen and everything. I love them. A lot of new textures were added to this, along with testing out the ability to use decals. These decals do add a lot of personality that I wouldn't be able to do with a repeating texture, so it's nice to see that I got it working. There's still a bit more I plan to do with this, so make sure to keep an eye out for updates with Trainyard Tantrum. Another place of experimentation is the UI. I wanted to make sure that this user interface did look a lot better than, well, screenshots were making them out to be. Whether I like it or not, good UI does get people to start clicking and paying attention to things. I've even been able to add small animations to the UI, like how the health bar shakes when Scout gets hit. I currently wouldn't say the UI is done. There's still a bit of experimentation I would like to do with it. I would like to try to make it look like a Y2K aesthetic to make it match the whole future we were promised. Believe me, I've been looking at a lot of Winamp skins to get some ideas for that. I was going to get a boss fight going and more animations added, but guess what? Life surprised me with getting sick. It was a nasty cold, too. I was, out of it. I was nauseated. It was horrible. I was basically glued to my bed. Why am I mentioning this? To just be transparent on why everything I wanted to get done this month did not get done. There is thankfully a placeholder boss and some new changes to Scout's model, so it's not like I didn't do anything, but I couldn't do everything. If you are worried, I actually am better now, so no need to worry about that, but that was bad. I don't know what was going on. There was just something going around. It was terrible. One of the more fun things I actually did get done related to the model was this. Technically speaking, this ability is already in the game, but the aesthetic for it was not. Now it actually is in the game, and you finally get to see Scout light herself on fire. No, I didn't make that up. She can actually light herself on fire. It's a super simple devil trigger that benefits both platforming and combat. Platforming-wise, Scout is able to accelerate on flat terrain, so she can go extremely fast. Combat-wise, all of her attacks are much faster, so she's able to land a lot more hits very, very quickly. I'm going to see if I can add some extra things such as health regeneration and potentially some sort of explosion attack. I do have a name for this mode too, but I'm going to hide it for the time being. Lightning round time! There's actually not much, but I'll do it anyway! Lafayette Comic Pro, the font used in a lot of the previews of Scouter, is gone now. I've replaced it with two new fonts, Brock for the in-game font and Montserrat for the menus and dialogue. I wanted to use Brock for the whole thing, but Brock doesn't have extended symbol support for other languages. Yeah, I'm thinking that far ahead. I also figured out how to make Scout light up a little bit, in the sense of not destroying too much of the lighting, but to make her also pop out a bit more. Before and after here, as you can see, it's a very simple and very low-level emission shader thing. It's nothing really complex, but hey, it's easier to see her now, isn't it? So that's the end of this episode. Recommendation? You got it. Any of you like Mega Man Zero? You'll probably get a kick out of Gravity Circuit. This was a really fun game with fast-paced gameplay, good level design, and an outstanding soundtrack. I do like its customization system, and I kinda want to see if Scouter would benefit from something like the game has. Also, fun fact, I was going to contact the creator of this game for Scouter's soundtrack. Unfortunately for him, my first pick said yes, so I'm just stuck with 4 really great composers. Oops. If you liked this video, make sure to check out Scouter on a variety of websites, including Patreon, X, and here on YouTube, with links in the description. I wonder if I should make some more places for people to view Scouter. Perhaps when a vertical slice is done, but I'm welcome to suggestions. Next update is going to be a lot. I'm unsure if I'm actually going to be at Midwest Gaming Classic. They sent me a pretty pessimistic reply if I can make it in. Regardless, I'm going to continue work on a potential vertical slice. There will be more about that coming out, and April will probably have a public release on that vertical slice. And of course, if you're in the alpha tier on Patreon, you get to check this out way earlier. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.